Hello, hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's workshop. So great to see all of you here, and thank you for taking a time to join us. So before we begin, I want to share something exciting. Because today we are going to dive into the top three features, the top three favorite features from you. And this is based on our last survey. So these are the features that many of you said help you the most. And today we are going to take a deeper look at them so that you can get even more value out of the K2Robot. So the top three favorite features are stock ideas, strategy customization, and also the strategy lab for back testing. All right. So by the end of this session, you'll know how to build a stronger watch list, customize your strategy, and also backtest and validate your ideas before going live. Okay, so before we talk about the strategy, we must talk about what stock you allow your robot to trade, right? So you need to know what stock you want to trade. So a strong strategy needs strong stock selection. Strong watch list will lead to strong performance. That's where stock ideas come in. So let me show you the stock ideas. So now we will start with talking about stock idea first. So for stock ideas, right, we can use stock ideas to filter out a list of stock that we want and based on the filter and criteria that we set. So let me show you. By clicking this icon, you will see a page of filters. So from here, right, you can choose and click on the filters that you want and enter certain amount of value and to screen out the list of stock. So from here, I will talk about some of the filters that we are going to use tonight. So first one will be the closing price. So this sets the minimum and maximum price range for stock you want to include. And why is this important? Because this will help you to avoid extremely cheap penny stocks and reduce the exposures to volatile and speculative counters. So by setting a minimum closing price, we immediately remove a lot of noise from the market. And then the second one will be the average volume. So this is the average volume over the last 20 days. So remember this, high volume equals high liquidity. All right. So this ensures the stock we select has consistent trading volume. So the robot can enter easy and exit the position without being affected by sudden illiquidity. And liquidity is important in trading. So the third one will be the market capitalization. So market cap helps us choose the types of companies we want. Larger companies tend to have more stable trend and have smoother price trends. And on the other hand, the small cap company will tend to be more volatile. So if we prefer stability, large cap filters help a lot. And then moving on, we have the three moving averages. Moving average 1, 2, and 3. So these help us understand the trend direction. And these are to check whether the stock's price is above or below your selected moving averages. So price above the multiple moving averages shows strong upwards momentum. So this is one of the clearest signs of a healthy trend. So up next will be price distance versus moving average 1. So these help us avoid buying when the stock is too far from its moving average. So meaning the price might be overextended. And up next, we will have the price near breakout level. So this filter finds stocks that are very close to breaking a recent high. So these are often the ones ready for a breakout. And last one, we will be talking about a relative strength rank. So this one tells us whether a stock is moving stronger than most other stocks. So high relative strength stocks tend to continue outperforming, right? So these are the filters that we will be covering in today's session. So now, let me show you an example. Okay, so let's do together. So let's use this filter to screen out a list of stock. So we will look for the uptrending stock now. In order to get a list of stock, which is uptrending stock, so we will be selecting these filters. So the first one will be closing price. Here we will put the minimum at 20. So like what I said earlier, we want to filter out penny stocks, which can be too volatile. Okay, so that's why we put 20 for the minimum, and maximum we will just keep it the same. Up next will be the average volume. So the average volume here, instead of this, now we will put the minimum to 1 million. So we can select the stock that are being actively traded by the market. It will be more easy for us to enter and exit, and we can avoid illiquid stock. Next will be market capitalization. So for this one, the minimum, right, we will go for 1 billion as our minimum, because we want to trade on large and stable company, okay, company with large cap. Up next will be the 3 moving average. So now we will choose all 3 moving averages. For moving average 1, right, need to be above of moving average 2. And moving average 2 need to above moving average 3. And for moving average 3 need to be below of moving average 2. And all the 3, the source, we will choose close. So after that, we will go for the price distance versus moving average 1. So here, the minimum, we will put 5, as we mentioned earlier. So this is to measure how far above or below the price is from a specific MA. So in this case, it's above, and this will help us avoid stocks that are overstretched. And last one, we will go for relative strength rank. So for relative strength rank, right, we will put a minimum at 90. So this means that we screen for the stock that has outperformed 90% of all other stock in the US market. Once all these filters are chosen, then the only thing that we need to do is click on screen. After that, we just let the robot to run, and then it will screen out a list of stock. So from here you can see, so these are the stock that's showing uptrending now. So let me show you a few examples on the stock that are showing uptrending. So I will be opening the stock chart. So the first stock that we are going to check is Alphabet. So let's see. All right, so for this one, as you can see, I already have my 3 moving averages here. So the moving average 20, 50, and 100. So to show it is uptrend, you can see the moving average sequence is correct. 20 is above of 50, 50 is above of 100. And the price candlesticks is trending higher and not in a range. And also currently you can see the price is trading above the all three MAs. So this means that this is an uptrending stock. So let's look at another example. We got the Broadcom. Here you can see also the same. The MA sequence is correct. 20 above of 50 and above of 100. Right? So the price candlestick is trending higher and not in a range, and currently the price is trading above all 3 MAs. For the first two examples, these stocks are showing uptrending already. So this means that, so this is how stock ideas filters based on the criteria and the filters that we enter, and then give us this list of stock that we want. So now I want to take this further. So which is we build a customized watch list and then we use it to run and test on a customized strategy. All right. So let's build this customized watch list. So in order for you to build a customized watch list, you will need to go to the watch list first and then create one. So here, let's create one together. So the watch list name, let's say if I put webinar watch list, right? Create. So from here, you can see the webinar watch list. Currently now, there is no stock inside. So what we are going to do is we will go to stock idea and then we will screen out a list of stock and then we have it and then we put it inside this watch list. So now, instead of looking for uptrending stock, now what we are going to screen is we want to screen for stock which is near the breakout level, awaiting for breakout entry. So let's do the same. We'll open this, the filter. So now we'll reset everything. So for this time, we still go for closing price, still 20, because we want to filter out the penny stocks. Okay, so for average volume will be same 1 million. Market capitalization same. We aim for 1 billion. We aim for large cap company which is more stable. And then, but for this time, we are not going to choose for moving averages because we are looking for stock which is near the breakout level. So instead of choosing moving average, now we will choose the price near breakout level. So this filter will find the stock that are very close to breaking a recent high. So from here, for the period, we will choose 3 months. So we want to find the stock below the 3 months high and which waiting for a breakout. So the price distance here, we will put 5% to 20%. And last but not least, the relative strength rank. Again, this one we will choose 90. This 90 means that we are looking for a stock that outperforms 90% of all the stock in the US market. So once all these criteria is selected, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all we need to do is click on screen. So after that, we let the robot to run, and then you will see a list of stock come out. So now we will click on here. We will select all the 31 stocks, and then click Add Selected. And then remember the watch list that we created just now, the webinar watch list. Then we will click on it. After that, the system message will show added to watch list, and then we only need to click on OK. Next, let's go to watch list and look at it. Now, as you can see, under the webinars watch list, there are a list of stock inside. Not like just now, it's totally empty. So meaning that now we already add the list of stock that we screened inside the watch list that we created. Now, since the list of stock is ready, so we will continue with the 2 other features that you guys want. So which is the strategy customization and also back testing. I know many of you want to know how to customize strategy. So let's do it together. So now let's look at the strategy lab. And as you can see, these are all our default strategy with the default entry parameters, exit parameters, trade sizing, and management. So these are the default one. And since just now we have filter stock near breakout level, all right? So the strategy that will capitalize on this is the breakout strategy. Okay, the breakout strategy. The breakout strategy waits for stocks to form a breakout candles that break above specific historical highs. So if you want to know more, you can click on here to see the chart example to know more about what is a breakout strategy. So next, we will look at the entry parameters now. This is the default one. Now we are going to do some customization. We are going to change some of the value here. So first one, you can see the minimum candle breakout. So if you want to know more on this, you can mouse over to the eye. So there will be details coming out, so you can read through it and then know more about it. So for this one, so for the minimum candle breakout, I will keep it the same, 20, I won't touch it. But for the minimum distance from breakout level, this one, instead of 3, I will change to 1. So that this will allow the robot to catch a stock that are very close to breakout and improve early entry opportunities. And for sure, the maximum I will change also. Instead of 10, I will change it to 5. So the reason is that I feel that 10% is too far away. So 5% will keep only stock still in a type. So strong breakout formation and ensure price is not too far from the key level. And moving forward here, the volume MA period, this one, I will still keep the same. And as for the minimum volume increase, I will change. Instead of 15, I will change to 1. And the maximum volume increase, instead of 100, I will go all the way up to 1 million. So the reason is that I want to catch more trades by loosening up the volume increase requirement, but still requiring it to be at least higher than the previous volume and allowing the extreme volume breakouts and momentum surge and also strong institutional activity signals. So for the entry parameters, we want enable the P percentage and ADR percentage. And moving forwards for the exit parameters, instead of 100, I will go to 600, go all the way up. So apart from fixed profit target, now I will choose one trailing profit strategy, because trailing stop is very important. Okay, so here I just go through a little bit about the trailing stop with you guys. So in simple terms, it is a smart mechanism that helps you maximize profit while protecting your gains at the same time. All right. So when your stock move up and start making profit, the robot automatically adjusts the stop level upwards. So it will follow the price movement. So instead of setting a fixed stop loss and leaving it there, the robot trail the price as it rises. So for here, I will be choosing one trailing profit strategy. And the one I will be choosing will be the candle law break. So if you want to know more about each trailing stop strategy, you can mouse over to the eye here and then click on it. There will be a chart example to explain to you how does this candle law break works. All right? So for the minimum gain, instead of 4, I will put it 1. And for the candle law break period, instead of 10, I will put 5. So like this, we only trail after at least 1% gain to trigger the trailing strategy quicker and to protect our profit earlier. And with the candle law break here, the period I put 5, right? So that means our trailing stop is tighter and we can protect the profit earlier if momentum weakens. So I'll be using one fixed profit target and then with one trailing profit strategy, which is the candle law break. So the fixed stop loss here, instead of 30, I'm going to put 20, okay, to improve the overall risk control and to keep the drawdowns manageable. But here, I won't choose any trailing stop loss strategy. So it will be only a fixed stop loss strategy. And this is on by default. So after that, moving forward, we have the trade sizing and management. But for the trade sizing and management, right, I won't change anything because I am very happy with the default setting. So I won't change anything on this one. All right. I will keeping the same risk per trade, 2%, minimum trade size 100, maximum trade size, the maximum open position, maximum trades per day. everything I will remain the same for this one. So after that, let's move on to the watch list. So as I mentioned just now, we will want to test on the watch list that we created, which is the watch list, the list of stock that are near to the breakout level. So now we need to change the watch list to the webinar watch list that we created together just now. So after that, the initial capital, we will stick with the 10,000 and we will test for the period for 5 years. Okay, so the longer period we go, the better, because we can see how the strategy performs during different types of market cycle. But the maximum that we can go is 5 years. So with the customized entry parameters and the exit parameters, we add one more trailing profit strategy, and then with the fixed stop loss. And for the trade sizing and management, we keep it the same. We use the default one. After that, the watch list, we choose the watch list that we created just now. And then now the only thing that we need to do when everything is ready is to run the test, is to run the back test. So I just need to click on run test. So now we will let the robot to take some time to run the test. And the result will be coming out in very short time. So as you can see, so this is the result that we use the customized entry parameters, customized exit parameters, and also our customized watch list. Let's look at this, the equity curves based on the 10K initial capital. So for this watch list and this customized strategy, if you have to invest 10,000 on 2020, until now, you will be getting the ROI around 207%. Right? So, which is already outperformed S&P 500, as you can see here. We compare. The blue color line is the equity curve of this strategy, and the green color is for the S&P 500. So moving forward, we look at the equity drawdown. The equity drawdown here is negative 22%. So let's look at this, let's compare. So if a strategy which can give you an ROI of 207% and the drawdown and the maximum drawdown is just negative 22. So if for me, I can say this strategy performance is quite acceptable. It's quite good already. Okay. So if this is what we want, all we need to do is we just scroll down and then you can see here, save strategy to dashboard. We just click on it. After that, we give the strategy a name. So for example, I give a name like webinar strategy. And for the description here, I will put breakout because just now we are using a breakout strategy. We customize on the breakout strategy. Okay. So after that, all I need to do is I click on save and then you just go through a system message and click OK. So after that, we can go to our system robot here. And then on the system robot, yes, now you can see this will be the robot that we created just now, the customer robot that we created just now, and this already show in our system robot. So if this is what we want, then the only thing that we need to do now is click on this activate button. Then the bot activation and the message, you can read through it. This bot will execute trade, blah, blah, blah. After that, just click on agree and activate bot. And then it will be activated successfully. So now the robot will be following this customized strategy based on the customized watch list that we built. You can see, just now we put webinar strategy, description breakout, and the watch list we use is webinar watch list. And with 79% of win rate, 207% of ROI, and negative 22% of max drawdown. So after you activate this, so you can just leave it and let the robot to work for you, or you can click on maximum fund to set the maximum fund that allows the robot to trade. It's up to you. If you want to set, if you don't want to set, it's also okay. So let's say now, If you don't want this strategy anymore, you don't want to use it, it's very simple. You just unfollow this. Then the system message will say robot deactivated successfully. So now your robot is no longer following this strategy anymore. So if you don't even want to see this on your system robot, then you can just mouse over here, click on it, and then it will disappear from your system robot. So you will no longer see the customized robot that we created just now. So this is just how simple to do. I already go through with you on the creating a watch list and also the strategy customization. Now, as a bonus, let us customize one more strategy. But this time, we will touch about permutation. All right? So I will just show you a very easy one. So let's choose the volume master. So we will make some customization on this volume master entry parameters, and then we will also implement the permutation also. So for the volume master, the entry parameter, we can see we have the volume distribution line period A, B, and C. By default, 6 months, 6 months, 1 month. So for the customization one, right, I would like to change to a shorter period, and I will adjust the gradient period also. So for this one, for period A, I will choose 1 month. Period B, I will choose 2 months. And period C, I will choose 3 months. And for the gradient, I will put all 15. So we use the same gradient period, right, for all the 3 period A, B, and C, is to keep the signals consistent and easy to compare. So now the next thing will be the minimum candle breakout. So for the minimum candle breakout here, what should we put? So should we put 1 or 2 or 3? Okay, so if we are not sure like which one should we put, right? So we have this one more feature, which is the permutation. So you can permute up to 5 value. So here I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can test on 5 in one go. So this is permutation. And for the exit parameters, we will also make some changes. So instead of using the candle law break here, I use the candle law break below moving average. So for this one, if you want to know more details, as I say just now, you can click on the I button, the I icon here, and then here is the chart example. So you can go through one by one and study, and you will know how does this candle law break below moving average work. So for the stop loss strategy, right? For the fixed stop loss, this is on by default. Instead of 15, now I will choose 20 to give it a bit more room. All right. So other than this, the trade sizing and management, I will keep it the same. Keep it the same as the default one. And now the watch list here, we will try on the S&P 500 with the initial capital of 1,000 and then through 5 years period. So once it is ready, we just need to click on run test. So now we will give some time for the robot to run test, because now the robot will run through the watch list, which is the S&P 500, which we have 500 stocks inside. And also for this one, right, just now we permute 5 different value. So it might take some times for the robot to run it. So this is what I want to tell you guys, like instead of just customize the strategy, right? So if you got like more ideas, instead of just test one value by one value running or test by test by test, you can use these permutation features and then put in 5 value in one go and then let the robot to run for you. After that, it will come out a list of result, and then based on the result, you can compare it right away. So you don't need like, go one and then come back to the strategy lab and then go for the second one, test, go for the third one, and then test. After that, then you go back to then compare one by one. Take much more time for you to do it. So just like this, you see, now we will be having 5 different results. You remember, right? Just now we test on the different value on the minimum candle breakout. We put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you test 5 together, then you can see the result in one go. So from now, we can compare and see which one perform better. So first thing first, for sure, we can just look at ROI. So based on the ROI, as we can see, the first two is less than 100. I think this will not be the one that we are looking for. So you can just forget about it. So let's focus on down 3. I mean these 3. With the 3, 4, and 5. So these 3, this one is 103, 100, and 102. So now let's look at the win rate. The win rate, this one is 70%, 76%, 75%. So all these 3 win rates are 70 and above. So it's considered already quite good, right? And the maximum drawdown, this is -14, -16, and -16. So if for me personally, if I will have to choose between these 3, I will go for the third one. I mean, not the third one. I will go for the one with the number 3. Okay, because this one has the highest ROI and high win rate, but the lowest maximum drawdown. Okay, so this will be the one that I want. Okay, it's for personally. So if I want this, all I need to do is I click on save. Same just now. So let's say now I put like my strategy. So description will be volume master. I just save it. Okay. And then I come to system robot, give it some time to run. And then the strategy will come out here in our system robot. So if you want to know more details, you can just click on it. And then it will lead you to the page that you can see the performance. Yeah, just like what we show you just now. Okay, so these are the performance. And if you want this, and then you just need to click on activate. It's like that easy. If you don't want, you can just delete this. All right. So this is just a bonus I give to you like on the permutation. So from today's session, I hope you know more about the stock ideas. Just now we go through 2 stock example. The first one, we look for the uptrending stock, and then I show you the stock chart screened by the robot is really those uptrending stock. And then the stock that near the breakout level, we customize it, and then we save it inside our customized watch list here, the webinar watch list. After that will be our customization. We use the webinar watch list that we customized together just now to test on the breakout strategy, and we customize on the entry parameters, exit parameters, and also adding a trailing stop. So after that, we get the result, and then we go through the result, and then if this is the result we want, we just save to the system robot, we just save to the dashboard, and then we just need to activate it. So this is how easy the robot can do. And for the customization, right, it's actually one of the very powerful features that K2Robot have. Right? So just now we go through stock ideas, customization, and also the backtesting, like how to backtest. So it's just as simple as like this. You just key in the value you want, or the watch list you want, initial capital you want, the period you want. After that, you just need to click on run test. Then the robot will run the backtest for you already. All right. So for this session, I hope you guys already learned something.